Have you ever felt like you're the punching bag in someone else's toxic story? Like your very existence is the reason for their rage? If you've ever been the scapegoat of a narcissist, you'll know this feeling all too well. But what happens when you finally walk away? What does the narcissist do when they lose their scapegoat? And most importantly, how can you protect yourself from being pulled back into their ulterior web? A scapegoat in a narcissist circle is the person singled out to bear the brunt of their abuse. They're often subjected to criticism and humiliation, triangulation and smear campaigns, physical, emotional, and even spiritual abuse. The narcissist uses the scapegoat as an emotional dumping ground, a way to project their shame, a way to regulate their own emotions, and a way to maintain control. The narcissist manipulates others, the enablers and the flying monkeys, into joining in on the abuse and isolating the scapegoat even further. Being a scapegoat isn't just painful, it's soul destroying. It can lead to anxiety, to depression, to low self-worth, to isolation, to being misunderstood, misinterpreted, and a lifetime of playing small in an effort to try and avoid further persecution. Yet walking away can be incredibly hard because of the trauma bond, a psychological chain forged by cycles of abuse and intermittent reinforcement. What happens when you leave? Breaking free from a narcissist isn't just physically walking away. It's having to energetically, emotionally, and psychologically cut all of the energy, emotional, psychological, soul, and karmic ties and attachments, and not allowing them to be reconnected under any circumstances. But here's the thing, this act of defiance often triggers chaos. Here's what usually happens when the narcissist loses their scapegoat. There's rage and smear campaigns. Unable to regulate their emotions, the narcissist will lash out. They may bombard you with abusive messages or play manipulative mind games. You'll never make it without me. You're nobody without me. You'll be back. I'm the powerhouse here, not you. They may launch smear campaigns to damage your reputation, to interfere with your relationships, to try and block your work. Falsely accuse you of doing things you didn't do to anyone who'll listen to their tribe. They may even lie to authorities or manipulate mutual connections to try and draw you back in. They can even lie on official documents, lie under oath, perjure themselves in court, and risk jail time, all because they refuse to stop their unethical behaviours, no matter how many times they were warned of the consequences, all because they refuse to take accountability for their own actions and want to blame someone else for their life and their circumstances, and also want to continue energy harvesting, want to continue their greed. With you gone, the narcissist will look for a new target, and often someone from their own inner circle who was previously spared. And this shift reveals the narcissist's true colours to the others and has the potential to unravel their control. When the narcissist loses their scapegoat, they're likely to go into a dark deflation. Without an outlet for their rage, some narcissists spiral into darker emotions, darker states, and become even more volatile, or more depressed, more addictive, more reckless, more vindictive, and even more immoral. They can fall from grace even further, with no respect whatsoever for whoever they drag down with them along the way. Their inability to self-regulate can turn inward, creating a vacuum of chaos and a trail of destruction behind them. While the narcissist spirals, others may pressure you to return. They'll say things like, come back. Things were better when you were around. When they start being scapegoated as well. When they start getting a taste of their own medicine. When they start feeling upon themselves what the narcissist has relentlessly been doing to you. But remember, it's not your job to save anyone else in the narcissistic circle. So what's the solution? If you're ready to escape the narcissistic grip and reclaim your life, here's the essential steps that you do need to follow. Go no contact. The most effective way to protect yourself is to go no contact and stay that way. Block their numbers, block their email, block their social media accounts, avoid mutual spaces or events where they may be present, limit contact, which enables other people to act as messengers to try and manipulate you back into their circle, into their system. And if no contact isn't possible, for example, with co-parenting, establish strict boundaries and keep communication to a minimum. If you have a platform, they're likely to watch you from fake accounts anyway and get their flying monkeys to monitor you as well. But you still need to make your intentions clear to the universe. Rebuild your identity. Years of scapegoating can erode your sense of self. Now is the time to rebuild. Now is the time for your inner therapy. Actively heal your inner child, your inner wounds, cut your trauma bonds, heal from your past, accept responsibility for your mistakes and transgressions. Stop giving away your time, your energy, your power, your love, your compassion to people who don't deserve it, to people who actively abuse you, to people who actively engage other people to assist in abusing you, to people who abuse anyone in their path, to money, to clout, to self-aggrandizement. Be totally honest with yourself and address your unresolved issues. Now is the time for self-care. Prioritize activities that nurture your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your spiritual well-being. Learn spiritual protection techniques and use them. Knowledge is pointless if you don't act on them. Protect your children. Some unscrupulous, low-vibing people will even attack your children and your loved ones if they can't get to you. If the narcissists and their flying monkeys refuse to stop, go to the authorities, go to the police, speak up, stand your ground. Don't say or do anything that isn't true. Don't say or do anything that's out of integrity or could get you sued. Know the law. Now is the time to say affirmations. Replace your limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Remind yourself daily, I am worthy, I'm enough, I deserve peace. No one and no thing ever has control over me. Now's the time to find community and purpose. Isolation is one of the narcissist's most powerful weapons. However, my haters did me the biggest favour by isolating me. It was such a reprieve, such a breath of fresh air, such a gift to be isolated and to indulge in my own space, my own time and my own world. Even so, Reclaim your sense of belonging by connecting with supportive people. Join groups or forums with altruistic values that align with yours. Rediscover your passions. Engage in hobbies and volunteer work, or creative outlets that bring you joy. Dance, sing, exercise, paint, write, draw, start a YouTube channel. Make videos about whatever you had to do to overcome your adversities. Share whatever knowledge you've got that can make someone else's journey easier. What are those things for you? Share your own story. When you're ready, share your story, because it can inspire others to break free as well. Because if you can, they can. If you've escaped a narcissistic circle or are trying to, know this: if I can, you can. Please like, share and subscribe. Do all the things. Break free from all the narcissist and flying monkeys in your life. Share this video with someone who might need it. There were people in my life who knew what was happening to me, who knew what to do about it and didn't tell me. They didn't share with me what they already knew how to do. The steps they already knew to escape narcissists. It delayed my escape for years. Don't be that person. Don't leave the people that you know to have to reinvent the wheel. Give them the steps. Give them the way out. And use the steps and take the way out for yourself as well.